Hello everyone, welcome to our Bible story time. Today we are opening a special letter called Philippians. It was written by Paul, who loved Jesus and wanted to encourage God's people. In this letter, Paul shares a wonderful secret about joy. Let's discover how we can have true joy, even when life is not always easy. Many people think happiness comes when everything goes well, but happiness can change like the weather. Paul teaches something better. Real joy comes from Jesus and stays with us through sunny days and rainy days. When we stay close to Him, our hearts can remain bright no matter what happens around us. The writer of this letter is Paul. Even though he was in prison, he was still joyful. Instead of complaining, he thanked God because more people were hearing about Jesus. Paul shows us that difficult situations do not have to steal our joy when we trust that God is still working. Paul discovered a big secret. He learned that Jesus gave him strength for every situation. Whether life was easy or hard, he knew God would help him. Like a battery powers a flashlight, Jesus gives us strength when we feel weak, worried, or afraid. We never have to face challenges alone. Paul teaches us to think about others before ourselves. Jesus showed this kind of love every day. When we help a friend, share our toys, or encourage someone who feels sad, we are following his example. Putting others first may seem small, but it spreads kindness and brings joy to everyone. Sometimes chores, homework, or responsibilities can feel annoying. Paul reminds us not to grumble or complain. When we do our work with a thankful heart, we shine like bright stars. People notice a cheerful attitude. A joyful spirit can make ordinary tasks become a wonderful way to honor God. Paul was not alone. God gave him faithful friends like Timothy and Epaphroditus. Good friends encourage us, help us, and stand by us when life is hard. We should also be that kind of friend to others. Strong friendships grow when we care, listen, and share God's love together. Paul compares life to a race. He tells believers not to keep looking back at past mistakes or disappointments. Instead, keep moving forward toward Jesus. When we focus on Him, we can continue growing and learning. God always has more good things to teach us as we follow His path. Everyone worries sometimes. Paul gives a wonderful answer. Talk to God about your worries. Instead of carrying heavy fears alone, we can pray and ask for His help. When we give our concerns to God, His peace fills our hearts. That peace protects us and helps us trust Him more. Our minds are like filters. We can choose what thoughts we keep. Paul encourages us to think about things that are true, good, lovely, and worthy of praise. When negative thoughts appear, we do not have to hold on to them. Filling our minds with good things helps our hearts stay joyful. Paul learned the valuable skill of contentment. This means being thankful for what God provides instead of always wanting more. He trusted God whether he had little or plenty. Contentment brings peace because joy is not based on possessions. It grows when we remember that God cares for us every day. Think of these lessons as a toolbox for joy. Humility helps us care for others. A cheerful attitude helps us shine. Looking forward keeps us growing. Good thoughts protect our minds. These simple tools can travel with us wherever we go and help us choose joy each day. The message of Philippians is not only for reading. It is for living. At school, we can pray instead of worrying. At home, we can help with chores without complaining. Every day gives us chances to practice these lessons. Small choices can make a big difference in how we live. Before ending his letter, Paul shares a beautiful promise. He says that God will supply every need. This does not mean life will always be easy, but it means God will faithfully care for His children. We can trust Him because He is loving, generous, and always keeps His promises. Paul reminds us that God's grace is with us wherever we go. The most important message of Philippians is that true joy comes from knowing Jesus. When we trust Him, help others, pray, and stay thankful, our lives can shine brightly too. Thank you for watching. God bless you. See you next time. Goodbye.